What are you saying, people? Back with a bang. This is the Money Management, back with another video for you guys today. Of course, today is Saturday, and that means it's the weekend. On the weekend, the weekends where winners are made, the weekends where empires are built. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking about why only a few people do succeed. And not only that, I'm going to be explaining what you need to do, what you can do with your time this weekend, and be similar to those people who actually do succeed when it comes to being financially free, when it comes to being wealthy, becoming millionaires, achieving all their financial dreams and goals, all that kind of stuff. But before we get into that today, first thing I want to say is, as I mentioned in the past few videos, I have a smartwatch company, Timegear Watches. Link is in the description below. So yes, I do own this. I do not work for them, but check it out. My smartwatch company. If you want to ask me questions, go ahead. If you want to buy one, go ahead. All that good stuff, just check it out. Now, I do want to say, make sure you guys keep subscribing to the channel. Make sure you guys keep liking the videos, keep providing me with feedback, keep commenting, doing all the good stuff. And most importantly, continue to share these videos with your friends. I've seen a few of you guys have been sharing these videos, which is good, but that means we need to keep it up so we continue to grow the channel, keep doing what we need to do here, keep getting more people becoming winners on weekends, all the good stuff. But now let's dive into what you guys can do and what you guys can change in your lives when it comes to being successful, and how you can maybe use your time more effectively this weekend and going forward to put yourself ahead of the rest. So to begin with, the funny thing is, a lot of people see successful people, wealthy people, people who have a lot of money, they see the cars, they see the houses, they see the flashy stuff, and they think, you know what, I'm going to spend my money like they do. No, that's not the way to go. That is exactly what you shouldn't do. All that you see there, the cars, the fancy stuff, that's a part of their destination, where they are now. And that does not simplify their journey. That does not signify their journey. That does not symbolize their journey at all. You have to understand that their journey was completely different, and that's going to go into the 5 points I mentioned in a few seconds. But again, you see there's a reason why these successful people are more successful than others. There's a reason that they got there. They had to put in work to get there. How did they do that? What did they do? That's exactly what I'm going to explain now. So I read yesterday that the average age of a millionaire is 62. 62. Now that's quite far in life. And the reason that is because most people will spend, their 20s, their 30s having fun, enjoying life, exploring life, and maybe just not taking their finances as seriously as they could be. So by the time they get to their 40s, maybe their 50s, they really start to take their finances seriously, and they realize, they've enjoyed life for so long and explored life that now they can actually put themselves on the right path to achieving their wealth. So think about this. You're using your whole 20s and 30s to explore life, enjoy life, do all that kind of stuff. Well, the successful people who are, becoming successful, becoming rich, becoming millionaires in their 30s and 40s are hustling, are working, are putting in time, putting in effort, doing all that kind of stuff. So now I'm going to give you 5 different points which I think will be very, very relevant when it comes to why you can succeed, what you need to do to succeed, and hopefully you guys use these tips to put you ahead, again, not only this weekend, but going forward in life. So to start off with, to begin with, the first point I want to note down is the fact that they believe in themselves. That's it. That's number one. It's a very simple point. I'm not going to spend too long on it, but it's a simple point. People who succeed, people who become financially free, people who become wealthy, believe in themselves. They believe that they can become wealthy. So for example, I mentioned the fact that, the average age of a millionaire is 62. Well, I know and I believe and I'm 100% sure I will reach, millionaire status before that age. You know what? Before even half that age. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure of it. Now, you might say, oh, that's rubbish, that's nonsense. It doesn't matter. I believe myself. That is the first reason that people actually do succeed. So like I said, I'm not going to dive into that one too much because it's pretty simple. It's self-explanatory. They believe in themselves. So first thing you guys need to do is actually believe in yourselves. Now, second point, they know their why. They know the reason why they do things. Millionaires know the reason that why they invest in something. They know the reason that why they want to be successful. People who want to be successful know the reason why. And that is the reason that they become successful. They know they're doing it for their family, their girlfriend, so they can have a better future. So they don't have to live like they did when they were younger. They know the why. They know the reason behind what they do. That is what drives them. That gives them the willpower. They know their why. Now, this point is a bit interesting because a lot of people think that they can push for their goals, have a lot of drive, go after it, listen to motivational stuff, just do whatever they can, use motivation and determination to get where they want to. That's not always the case. There are times you do not feel like doing stuff. There are times you feel down and out. What you have to do in those kind of moments is remember your why. Why did you start? Who are you doing this for? Why do you want to do this? What is your reason behind it? That is what's going to drive you. That's what's going to put you close to success. So this weekend, when you do not feel like hustling, you do not feel like grinding, you do not feel like putting in time to create your own goals and dreams, remember your why. Remember the reason you're doing it. Remember what you want to be in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years from now. Remember that kind of thing. Remember your why and know it. 3, they prioritize their health. This is what successful people do. This is what millionaires do. Honestly, there's no good having all the money in the world but not being healthy. There's no good having billions and billions of dollars and being underground. That makes no sense. You have to prioritize your health. A lot of people don't realize how important things like sleep, drinking water, having the right nutrition, having the right vitamins are, all when it comes to living a good life. All these things contribute to having a good life. It's a part of your health. If you don't use time to focus on your health and sleep right, drink the right fluids, eat the right foods, have the right nutrition, be fit, go exercise, do that kind of thing. Unfortunately, you're not going to last long. You're not going to become very durable, and you need to do that if you want to live a good life. Most successful people you see, I'm pretty much sure all of them, but I'll say most here, do work out, do get some form of exercise daily, if not, regularly. They do eat well. They do what's best for their body. They do all the right things which are going to benefit them when it comes to how long they live and how well they live in that period. You see, people think they can get away with hustling, grinding 24/7, not putting in time and effort, on their health, and get away with that and become millionaires, make a lot of money. You're not going to get very far with that attitude. You're not going to get very far with that mentality. You have to put in time and focus on prioritizing your health. 4, they focus on their education. Millionaires do this, multimillionaires do this, billionaires do this. Everyone who's successful does this. Focusing on your education. What can you learn today to improve yourself for tomorrow? What can you learn this weekend to put yourself ahead for going into next weekend? What can you learn during the last few days of August to put yourself ahead going into September? Education. Now, education doesn't only come in the form of school, going to high school, college, getting a PhD, master's degree, graduating, all of that. If you don't have money to do all that, or you're someone who doesn't really like to do that kind of thing, you can educate yourself online. You can educate yourself via podcasts, YouTube, Google, social media. You can educate yourself by going to the library and picking up a book about investments, about health, about anything generic. But either way, education is hugely important. It is vital. There are no successful people, there are no rich people who do not focus on their education. Learning as much as you can is amazing, and using that knowledge to your benefit is even better. You have to learn, you have to continue to learn. And that's why I say on your weekends, you should always be learning. Learn something new. Can you pick up a skill this weekend? Can you start learning a little bit more about copywriting, coding, graphic design, videography? Can you learn something new? Can you start opening your mind to a few different things? Can you train your brain to learn something new, to try something different? Either way, education is hugely important no matter what you do. If you don't know anything, you're not educated, you're not smart enough, well, you're not going to accomplish very much. So you have to educate yourself, whether that's by trial and error, whether that's by studying, whether that's whatever method works best for you. You must educate yourself. Rich people, successful people focus on education. 5, the one that you guys probably didn't expect to come up, but it's going to come up anyway, they live below their means. How many times do I have to touch on this? Successful people live below their means. At least successful, wealthy people live below their means. Rich people live below their means. People who are 62 years old and millionaires live below their means. People who are 40 and millionaires live below their means. People who are doing well financially, people who are succeeding when it comes to the financial area of their life, are living below their means. So what exactly does living below your means mean? Well, you earn 10k a month. You don't spend 11k a month. You make 50k a year. You don't spend more than 50k a year. In fact, you don't even spend 49k a year. You live below your means. You live off way less than you're making. You don't get into debt traps. You don't go into consumer debt. You don't buy things you can't afford. You don't put down payments on things you're not going to be able to for a long run. Living below your means is a crucial point. And living below your means is something I've talked about in many different videos. But you guys should know that by now. Living below your means is a key point when it comes to having a lot of money, being wealthy, succeeding financially. So again, I won't touch on that point directly too much because it's pretty obvious and I've talked about it many times before. But it's something that successful people do, it's something that wealthy people do, it's something that people who are financially free and who are millionaires do. So I've given you guys some examples on what you guys can do this weekend and also in the future to go forward, to put yourself ahead of the rest. As I've said multiple times on this channel, the weekend is where winners are made. This is the time you should put in extra work. This is the time you should grind and use your time wisely. This is the time, not only this weekend, not only tomorrow, still talking next week, next month, next year, the next few years. Put in the time to learn, to focus on your health, to do what's best for you, to educate yourself, to live below your means, to do everything which is going to impact your financial future heavily, but in the right way. So eventually you can be one of those people who are 50 years old, driving a nice car, living in a nice big house, maybe appearing on billboards. You can be that kind of person. Because that's who I'm going to be. So if you guys want to join me, be my guest. That's what we're here on this channel to do. As I love to say on this channel, my aim is to help at least one person become better each and every day, one person close to financial freedom, close to success, more control of their time, on the right path to achieving their financial goals. So hopefully today, that is you. But this weekend, go out, be great, do what's best for you going forward. Again, I love the support. Keep up with the support. I appreciate it. Every day a video is not easy. It's not easy making a video every day. Honestly, let's be serious. But you guys make it worth it. You guys make it happen. So keep doing that one. Lastly, please make sure you check out all those links in the description. The usual stuff. Time your watches, affiliate marketing, stocks, cryptocurrency, all sorts of stuff going on there. But that's it, you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I got money making. You got money making. See you guys tomorrow for another video. Peace.